So, hello everyone. I hope you are doing well. And this is our today's question. We will solve again another design challenge problem, design spreadsheet. We have already solved design food system, design, like I didn't remember the last day, but yeah, we are solving continuously design challenges. And this is another design challenge problem. So we'll get started. Before that, if you're new to the channel, make sure hit to the subscribe button and like the video because we make videos around tech, DSA, and placements, AI, and we'll have keep updated around the tech world, right? So let's get started then. Why to wait? So the problem says a spreadsheet is a grid with 26 columns labeled from A to Z and a given number rows. Each cell in the spreadsheet can hold integer value between 0 to 1, 10 power 5. Fine. So there can be at max 10 power 5 rows. Sorry, not 60. 10 power 5 rows. And there could be 26 columns. Okay. This is a very mini spreadsheet. The columns could be huge in our spreadsheet, but they are specifying only 10 power 5 rows and 26 columns at max. Then what do they want to do? Then initialize the spreadsheet with the specified number of rows, set the value. Now how the cell is defined, it would be like the column number, call, and then it will be the row number. Right. So call number is not an integer, it's a character. It's A, B, C, D, right? How in a spreadsheet works. In the same way, they have also done that. And then, okay, but remember that there will be a one character only. Then that means what? How can we determine the row number? It's very simple. Just take the complete string, omitting the first character. Omit the first character, and then just take this complete string. This is your row number. Okay, and this is your call. But do you need to split it? That's the particular question. I initially thought that, oh, separate the row number, separate the column number, and do something crazy. But do you require that? Think about that. Think about that. Will it be unique? It will be unique, right? The row number and the column number itself, when they combine, the key will be unique. So why you need to separate out when it's not required? Sometimes we overcomplicate the solution, right? I did that. You do tell me no. Do let me know that you also split it or not. Is it not? Actually, it's not required, by the way. Okay. Then what do you want to do? The set cell function. So we have okay, at particular cell, we'll put the value. Fine. We'll see. And then it's a reset the value. Okay, we'll give again a cell string, the key, and then you have to set it to 0. Fine. And then you find the finally important function you have to implement, that is a get value. Evaluates a formula of the form equals to x plus y, where x and y are either cell references or non-negative integers, and return the computed sum. That means what? It's like this. It could be like equals to a1, how we do in our Excel formulas, right? It could be either a reference formula which have some value associated with that, or it could be like both the reference formula, or it would be like both the numbers. It could be anything. Okay, this you have to implement. Other function is very straightforward to implement. Now, do let me know that what data structure comes to your mind whenever you do these kind of operations. See, whenever a design problem comes, right, it's most likely when you have to delete something, update something in a very efficient manner, then you always think of a map data structure. Map data structure. And since they also specified that if nothing value is present, you can return 0. So you can use unordered map as well. More better, more faster, right? It will take log n if you take map. Unordered will take 1 O of 1 only. Means asymptotically, but better. Always better to take an order map if the key is not a multiple pairs. Like you have to use map when there is a, let's say you have to, key is like a string also. It's a pair of string comma int, then you have to use map definitely, but only a single key in here the cell value. You can use an order map. Fine. So see, I initially thought, okay, to make a 2D map and then separate out the row and separate out the column, but do we require that? Actually we don't. We can directly make the string comma string comma int pair. Do you understand that? We don't require that. Why to require that to make a particular separate row column and separate out it? It's not required because we don't need to perform any operation on row and column, right? Fine. So you got it. Then it's very simple to implement the set value, right? Just what you do, MP or whatever cell value equals to value, right? What do you wanna do with reset? Very simple. Yeah. MP dot cell equals to 0. And then I want to implement one more function by myself because it will be useful for me. Get function. Get value nahi, get cell value. I want to implement, it will be useful. So what it will be do? It will just return the value of a particular cell. So what I will do, will just return MP of cell. Whatever the value in the cell is written, it will be returned. And if you know that or no, let me explain you. If you initialize an ordered map, and if the value is not present in the key in the map, then it will always return 0 by default. But it does not happen in the case of map. In an order map, it always happens. So it's very good when you want to default value is 0. So always use unordered map. It's better. Fine. And then get value thing. So is it not better we compute x and y and then we do some things? We'll think about that the references are there or not, right? So how do we compute from the string given string equals to x plus y, x and y separate out? Do let me know. How do you think about it? It's very simple, right? What are you gonna do? You just need to split into some characters strings with the base on separator, which is a plus. So there are only two strings. Always there will be two string only. So what are you gonna do? Start from the first index and go till end. Now there could be two scenarios, right? There could be two scenarios. Either the character is plus or not plus. So if it is a plus, you can initialize a flag variable, right? Initialize. This is an implementation thing. How you can do that? I just need to separate out x and y. So at a certain point, until I didn't find the x, I just keep the flag as true and keep updating x plus equals to whatever the character is. Elsewise, I will do that. Whenever I encounter a flag is equals to false, I will do that. I will make the flag once false and keep making it false itself. Right? So it's like that. Y equals to plus C and it's x plus equals to Z. So we separate out and we found individual values of x and y. Then what we need to do? See, it could be either ways. Like x and y are independent entities. That okay, it could be a number, it could be a reference cell. So how to check whether it's a reference cell or not? I think that's also very simple. Yeah, you have given either this type or this type. So how do you check about it? So you just check the first character, right? Check the first character. If the first character is digit, what you can say about the cell? So you can definitely say the first character is digit. Definitely say it's just a number. It's not a reference cell. Elsewise, it's a reference cell. Referenced cell. So if it is a number directly you can use what? There is a standard function which can convert string to integer, which is stoi. If you don't know about it, I will also tell you like this is the function. It's very useful. Stoi string to integer. And then reference cell, we have already wrote the function get cell value. That's why I wrote it. And similarly, do the same for y as well. So I hope you understood the problem and understood the solution. Right? It's nothing intuition is required. Just the map intuition is required. Why you need to a map data structure? Because it's easy to set. It's easy to reset. It is no there is no significance of rows in this case. It may happen. It depends on the language. That's why they initialize with rows. But in map data structure, it's more efficient that you are not initialized. It's a very big memory. It's more efficient. So our approach is more better rather to initialize some vectors or not, right? So I hope you understood the entire solution that you just need a string comma key pair You don't need to separate out the row and column. They are just given for to making you confused. You don't need to get confused. Don't confuse with the number of rows also. This also is making for you to confuse only. And then reset cell, and we understood a one line thing. And then this get value is a good thing. Just separate out x and y. The logic is good. And then what do you wanna do? You just calculate x and y value separately and then return the sum. Let me just quickly show you the implementation. Acha, quick. Let's see. See the example. So what are you gonna do? Get value. So they say here the spreadsheet is, and then you want to say the get value. Okay, so get value is equals to 5 plus 7, 12. You know that the number. Then set cell, they say a1 to 10. Okay, get value. Then a1 plus 6, a1 is 10, so it will be 16, right? And then it will be the set cell is b2 to 15. Okay, b2 to 15, then a1 plus b2. So a1 is 6, b2 is 15, it would be 21. Oh, wait, a1 plus b2, as a1 is 10, sorry, a1 is 10, 25. So it's like that, right? And then it says get value, reset cell. Then it say reset cell a1 to make it a1 to 0. A1 becomes 0. 0 plus b2, which is 15. 15 plus 0 is 15. Simple, right? Let's quickly go to the code. So we initialize the unordered map sheet. Then it says sheet of cell equals to value, sheet of cell equals to 0. You can erase also this key from the cell. That also work the same. But why to erase? Yeah, just make it 0. Make it 0. More better. Right? And then get cell value. I have implemented it. This is not available directly, but it was required by me. That's why I implemented this function. Sometimes you also implement functions, right? Then what you gonna do? You initialize a string x, you initialize a string y, you initialize a bool flag. Okay, and you're gonna start with I equals to 1. Why I start equals to 1? Because first character we already know that is equals to. So why to check that? Don't need to add unnecessary if conditions, right? And then you just take the character, you check, oh, character is plus, then I make the flag, I make the breakage. Okay, like, as as long as it is not false, means it's not plus, the x will be populated, added, then else after that y will be populated. I did the same thing. If flag is true, until I will keep on adding x plus equals to c, or else I will be adding y plus equals to c. Now what I gonna do? The same thing I already told you, that we'll initialize the values and then we'll check the first digit. The first digit itself will tell you if it is a reference cell or not. If it is a digit, then it is definitely not a reference cell. Just directly compute its STOI value. If it is not, it's a reference cell, then you can get cell value which we implemented above. It's a simple line, sheet of cell. You can write here directly also, but I just wrote it for fancy terms. But okay, right. And the same for y, and then you do that. So it's a very simple problem, but yeah, you just need to implement it. And these kind of problems much comes into the interview very frequently to do solve these kind of problems. And yeah, that's all for today. And if you like the video, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, new to the channel. And yeah, stay tuned for the further updates. Hope you see you in the next video. Bye bye.